Ya de este resultado, ¿qué fue lo más difícil que tuviste que pelear internamente para llegar esta tarde? Bienvenida.
No, nada, vine bien, saludable, mentalmente, espiritualmente, físicamente, estoy bien. El campamento era pues casi perfecto.
Perfecto. Bueno, tu estilo siempre se ha caracterizado también por el control, por la paciencia y la inteligencia. ¿Tú sientes que hoy en el octágono fue este reflejo de cómo has madurado profesionalmente también?
Sí, la verdad que sí. Honestamente pienso que antes venía bien acelerada, los nervios, y esta vez pues demostré la paciencia más que nada. Sí había momentos donde me quería acelerar y mi equipo me decía calmada, ten paciencia, calmada, me estaban recordando, entonces muy contenta.
Y bueno, con esta victoria sobre una rival como Viviane Araujo, ¿cuál es el mensaje que Tracy Cortez está mandando a la división?
Que sigo aquí, que aunque no gané mi última pelea contra la Rose, estoy aquí y estoy mejorando y estoy lista más que nada.
Bueno, y también contarnos un poco qué está sucediendo hoy por hoy con la peleadora argentina Ailín Pérez. Vemos mucho movimiento en redes. Tal vez tú te animarías a subir a las 135 para tener un combate con ella.
Ahorita yo no estoy aquí para hablar por cosas que no importan.
Muchas gracias, Tracy.
Right. Some of these will obviously be repeats. But you're good. Welcome back to the win column. I guess, just what are the emotions now after a hard-fought win like that?
I'm not too happy with my performance. I was trying to finish it within that first round. My coaches, I had him right there in my corner, and they were telling me to be patient, let it go when I had that guillotine. I wanted to finish that second round, but I just didn't. I wanted a submission. I wanted to finish, but unfortunately didn't get it. So.
Well, the broadcast was, all praise on your performance. They had a lot of moments in there that maybe they hadn't seen from you, facing adversity in there. And
yeah.
I think they kept using the word poise in there. Like, Tracy looks more poised than I've seen her in the past. So I guess just, you might not have been happy with it, but I guess in hindsight, just... Yeah. How do you think that fight played out compared to expectations? And then a lot of people, the broadcast, seemed surprised at how good you actually looked in that.
Wow. Well, I'm just as an athlete, I am my worst critic. It's just who I am. I want better for myself. I want to prove to myself, not the world, to myself. I went in there in my head telling myself, okay, I'm a submitter, whether the first or second round. So the fact that I knew I was going to win, but the fact that I didn't win at the way that I wanted to win bothers me.
Sure.
Nevertheless, I still came out with the W, and I'm happy, but ready to go back into the gym. I'm healthy, so I'll be in the gym Monday morning, bettering my skills.
Well, I was going to ask, I guess, when do you want to compete again? Because, we hadn't seen you in a while. Obviously, whenever you fight around this time, people assume you're going to be put on the Noche card. So yeah. I guess, is that something you would want, or do you want to get back in there sooner?
Absolutely. That is a card that I'm really excited about. Whoever they throw at me, I want to fight the best. I want to be the best. So, to all the flyweights, bring it.
And the first time you and I spoke, I think, was at Combate Americas all the way back in Phoenix.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And all the questions were about your brother and Contender Series and all that. And, now you got wins over Aaron Blanchfield, Jasmine Jasdovigius, who are on this tear. I guess, do you feel like you've gotten the respect from your peers and the fans and media, or is that just something that you don't even think about? You just kind of go in there?
I really don't think about it. I think my work speaks for itself. It's not something that just is in the back of my mind. I think my record speaks for itself, with the names, but it's not something that I'm eager to prove to the world that I belong here. I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm here, and I just beat the number 8.
Yeah.
So.
And then I have to ask about, your post-fight interview you did in Spanish. Back in Phoenix, it's been a little bit of some turmoil over there. There's been a lot of stuff going on in Central Phoenix. So I guess I think a lot of people were surprised, maybe not surprised, that someone spoke up like that when they had the platform. So why did you feel it was so important to kind of put out that message like that?
A lot of my fans are Mexicans. It's the Latin community. It is someone that I represent very much to my core, and I think it would be almost coward-like if I didn't speak on something. I want the support from what I call mi gente, la raza. I want their support, and I represent the Mexican flag as well as the U.S. flag, and I think it's only right for me to speak on it. I haven't been able to because I've been very focused on this fight, and I was just waiting for the right opportunity, and I felt it in my heart, and I just want everyone to know that I don't know if I am qualified to speak on such a sensitive topic, but nevertheless, I could be a voice.
Yeah.
I could be a voice, and I'm here.
Well, you are a voice, and you can't say that enough. From experience, it means a lot. It does.
Thank you.
Tracy, back here. Congratulations. Tracy, obviously a long layoff, about 11 months. Just can you talk a little bit about the process and having to sit out for so long, obviously dealing with the injuries and just having to keep your morale up? Because obviously you got to see everyone else compete and you're waiting on the sideline.
My health was a lot more important than my career at the time, a few months ago. I was going through something that was extremely scary, especially because cancer runs in my family. So I took that time, and I have such a great support system. My family was there for me. So I never felt like I was really lacking, because although I was going through some health issues, I was still in the gym. I wasn't training, but my coaches were getting me out the house every time we come in the gym, and my pastors that were there for me as well a lot. So.
Can you, and if you don't want to get into what exactly was going on, I respect that, but can you talk about maybe that moment where you're like, I'm ready to take a fight and be offered a fight, and reach out to the manager in the UFC about actually getting a match on the books?
Yeah, so as soon as I got healthy, I told my manager and I told my coaches, I was actually in Brazil, and I was like, I'm ready to fight. Oh my God, I'm so ready to fight. And then that's when I started having a lot of issues when I was in Brazil. So then I flew back into the States because I was getting really scared. And then I was in the States, I had my surgeries. And then what happened? I got healthy. And I've been trying to get a fight since January. I was trying to get a fight since January, and I just couldn't get booked. I mean, my manager's back there. I was like calling him every day, like, dude, what's going on? Like, book me a fight. And he finally booked me a fight for this night, and I couldn't be more excited. I've never fought or attended International Fight Week, so it was really cool.
There are a lot of top flyweights, and it feels like a lot of the contenders are waiting probably for Wei Li to fight Valentina. Yeah. Is there someone you have on your mind that you'd like to be booked as everyone's waiting for the title fight?
There's a few names. There's obviously I'm a respectful person, and I know that there's people. The women have been competing while I've been out, so there's that. But whoever they put in front of me, I'm ready. I want to be the best, and for me to be the best, I got to compete with the best, and I just have to keep winning. And whoever they put in front of me, I'll be ready.
She brought it up in her post-fight, so I'd just like to frame it like this. Would you like to set the record straight on what happened between you and Eileen back in LA in January?
I mean, are we here to talk about my win or irrelevant? What are we doing here?
Fair enough. Congrats.
Thank you.
Tracy, over here. You're somebody who wears your emotions on your sleeve.
Yeah.
Lately, you've been a lot more vocal about what you've been going through the good and bad. What made you so comfortable sharing that and inspiring the public?
Sorry, repeat that again? I'm so sorry.
You're someone who wears your emotions on your sleeve. You have a lot more recently. What made you so comfortable to share that and inspire the public?
Inspired by what I said?
By the way you overcome things.
It's just who I am. It's just I wear my heart, like you said, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm true to myself. I don't put on a front. I'm me. I show up as me, and I mean, I'm blessed enough to have the love and support from people around the world for just being me. I don't have to put on a front or act like someone I'm not,
Thank you, Tracy. Congrats.
Thank you.
Aquí Tracy, aquí atrás. Aquí, mira, aquí. Hola, felicidades por la victoria. Hablaste de que querías someterla. ¿Cuán cerca sentiste en un momento o en dos momentos que la tenías casi sometida, que estabas ganando, que podías vencerla por sumisión? ¿Sentiste que la tuviste cerca?
En cada round. En cada round sentí que ya terminando el primer round pensé que ya la tenía y luego mi entrenador me dijo, ten paciencia. Y yo, ay, no manches. Entonces ya lo solté el guillotine y luego también en el segundo round ya se miraba que ya se quería rendir. Y en el tercer round, pues... Pero cada round yo pensé que ya estaba, ya la voy a terminar y no se rendía.
Hablaste también del tiempo que tuviste sin pelear y que desde enero estabas tratando de buscar una pelea, estamos en junio. ¿Tú esperas que te den ahora una pelea? Estamos mitad del año, que te den una antes de que se acabe el año. ¿Quieres tener un ritmo bueno, que pelear con más frecuencia?
Sí, claro que sí. Yo sé, yo estoy sana, no estoy, nada me duele, nada se me quebró, entonces yo estoy lista para, aunque si me quieren poner en noche otra cartera, sí, yo estoy lista.
Felicidades.
Muchísimas gracias.
Tracy, en español para la raza, enhorabuena por tu victoria. Fueron unas palabras muy bonitas y en relación a eso me gustaría preguntarte por qué, evidentemente si te gustaría, cómo de posible es verte en noche UFC y si no es así, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué alguien como tú no estará en una fecha tan importante?
Pues no sé, todo depende en lo que quiera el jefe, ¿verdad? todo es lo que quiera el jefe, en quién quieren que esté en esa cartera, entonces... Y si primeramente Dios me digan que sí a mí y no me tengan en los prelims, pero ahí sí, y aunque esté en los prelims, estuviera un orgullo pelear de vuelta en noche UFC.
¿Hay algún nombre que te haga especial ilusión? Imagino que a Aileen lo vas a obviar. ¿Hay algún nombre que te haga especial ilusión para esa fecha?
La que sea en la división donde me siga subiendo para arriba.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias a usted.
Tracy, por acá, nada más una de mi parte. Bueno, veíamos que al final de la pelea, Viviane, no sé si tal vez estaba emitiendo alguna queja del referee, tal vez también se fue molesta, hubo algo ahí o algún cruce de palabras, la razón por la que tampoco te estrechó la mano cuando se acabó la pelea.
Estaba enojada, estaba brava, no más.
No hubo reclamos, nada, bueno, se veía frustración de ella nada más, a ver si es que tal vez ella emitía algún reclamo hacia el referee al final.
No sé.
Ok, gracias.
Perdón. Gracias. Thank you.